Hey, in this video I want to optimize my water intake. Quite some water is passing by and I want to make sure that I not only collect the water that is coming from above, but also the water that is going under the dam right now. What I'm gonna do, I want to keep this here because this is all connected to the pipe already and it's working fine. I want to remove this wall right there, add it to here, and then I want to make sure the liner, the pond liner I'll call it, is flat all the way to the bottom, so maybe even kinked down into the earth at the end, so water will be flowing on top of it instead of under it. That's gonna be my plan. Let's see how that works out. I'm gonna put that work in here, and if I'm not happy with the water results in the long term, I will move it down there, losing some head height, but probably have more water there. But anyway, I'm testing this right here so I know if it works. If I go straight there and then it starts raining and I have more water than I actually need, well, then I am missing 2 meters of head, which is 5% right away. All right. I already built a dam up here. Then my neighbors came and said, well, why aren't you building this down here? There's much more water. I said, yes, you're right. Should have done it in the first place. It was much easier to do it here. Although there's a little bit of water still flowing under it, this is much better. There are a few leaves accumulating up here, but I will do my bucket test again to be able to compare it up there, where I was measuring 60 milliliters per second a few days ago. This will be much more and I will be happy, and I will have to take this pipe out again and put it here. But then we have the proper solution. So we'll start at 10. Stop. That was 23 seconds, I think. I think the last test up here was 80 seconds. So we have much more water. I left this overnight. Still running pretty good, so I'm definitely gonna move the pipe. All the work I put into here, forget about that. I will take it out of here, put it there, but to not make things worse or to not repeat the same mistakes, I will first run this again from the section where the pipes will meet up to here to make sure there are no flat spots, and then take the Jeep, pull this out again all the way up there, and then pull it down here again. The top section is already removed. That went much quicker than I expected. I had this connector tied to the end again, then tied this rope around it and the rope around me, so I don't have to hold the pipe. I can lean. First of all, can walk forward instead of walking backwards, and then wearing it like a harness, leaning forward. And I think it didn't even take 5 minutes to remove that pipe. I pulled it around this tree, which has maybe 40 centimeters in diameter, to not kink it, and it worked perfectly. So now I will move it down here. Same procedure, just backwards. Tie this, put this connector to this end of the pipe, go down there, and then I'll remove the bottom section as well, put that in place, and then we're all set. I've already pulled up the bottom section, the end is right there. Since I don't have 100 meters of space here to pull it up straight, I created kind of a loop. Looks a little messy right here, so I have a big radius so I don't kink it. And now I'll take this end, which was at the bottom before, and feed it right here in between these trees, and then go down again, and then we are done already. Almost. Well, I have to fix it then and stuff like that, but pulling the pipe and removing the clamps and stuff like that, it was so quick. Should have done that in the first place. Now I can be sure that the pipe is just going downhill, because it follows the water and water doesn't flow upwards, so I can be certain to not create any dips anymore. Got it all set up and running now. Both pipes connected and connected to my filter for my water intake. So you can see water is already running. It's going up and down a bit. But anyway, I love bucket tests, so we're gonna do a bucket test at 30. And full. 20 seconds, or maybe 21 seconds. I'll put the exact numbers right here. Probably I will now install the valve, close it, and then check again the water pressure and if there are air pockets building somewhere or not. This is my filter for now. I might add the outer filter as well in this direction. Probably is smart, because if there's a lot of water coming, it is not blocking the filter, it is taking all the debris off the filter. As you can see, the water is now flowing over. Filter is fully submerged. I will now follow the line, the pipe, see if there is air trapped, and then we will do pressure reading again for this setup. Alright, the pipe is completely full. I didn't find any air pockets, which is super good because I didn't put much work into it now. Now we got the pressure reading, and with the flow rate that I measured today, I will make a calculation that I will show right here after I turn this on. Oops. Yeah. Before we were at 4.4, maybe this is 4.1, but yes, pressure is a little bit lower, but we got much more water. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too boring. Another video about pulling pipe and putting the penstock into place, but that's how the reality is. And the next video, I might either put the turbine here or I will improve the filter. I don't know yet. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.